Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the Figma Bubblehead Nurse from Silent Hill 2. So here we have another Figma from Silent Hill. Got one of the Bubblehead Nurses, or just nurses if you prefer to simplify things. She's a pretty cool figure. She comes with several different heads, so you could buy several of them and have multiple different looking nurses wandering around your shelves. And she's just all in all the kind of quality and stuff you would expect from Figma. Now let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things.
Alright, so now for the quick size comparison. Here you can see our Bubblehead Nurse, Standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man, 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine, and the Figma Pyramid Head. The Nurse is quite short for 6-inch scale, so she doesn't really scale with Marvel Legends or other American 6-inch scale stuff. She's even short by Japanese comparison. But she does scale reasonably well with Pyramid Head. And of course she's still too big for 3 3/4-inch scale. Let's get everything else out of here and just look at the Nurse. Moving on to our 360 spin, the Nurse is wearing that sort of standard nurse kind of outfit. Not standard anymore, but like the old stereotypical kind of nurse outfit with the little hat and the short skirt and everything. It's white, but it's obviously very old and dirty. It's very low cut. It's got a little name tag there on the breast, and lots of nice wrinkles sculpted in. Very nice, just good detail overall. She's got kind of an off kind of skin tone. She's actually got a lot of veins and stuff painted in there. I'll zoom in on that in a minute because it's very cool. And then she's got the sort of standard white heeled shoes and little latex gloves with blood on them. And here's a close-up of her skin, specifically on the legs. Lots of nice veins and just odd coloration distortions around the skin. It's a very cool detail that unfortunately you'll never be able to see unless you get really close to the figure because she's so small and it's very fine detail. But I love the fact that it's there. Let's go ahead and move on to her head sculpts. Head sculpt wise, the Nurse has 3 different heads and 2 different necks. She has her standard sort of big bubbly face that also has teeth and sort of blood splattered around it. I guess it's blood. It's kind of orange, but whatever. And then the sort of weird, creepy, white baby mask thing. I don't know what you would call that. It's the one that has the extra neck, because it has a neck with the little white collar around it, but the other standard neck is used for the other 2 heads. Very nice detail on all the heads. You can see on the bubbly face ones that they've got that vein texture and paint that I was talking about earlier. Very cool. Let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, the Nurse has pretty standard Figma-style articulation. You've got the ball disc up here in the neck, as well as in the head, so you can get pretty full range of motion there. Hold your shoulders, go in and out, forward and back, move around in the socket. Got a bicep cut, disc elbows, hinge and rotation in the wrist. Really nice joints here in the waist and in the abdomen, so you can get full range there. Hips go in and out, forward and back, rotate around in the joint. Disc knees that also rotate. You got your little disc ankles there that pivot and rotate a little bit, and you've got a toe joint as well. So you should be able to get her into pretty much any pose that you really need to. Now the Nurse does come with a few accessories and extra pieces, so let's go ahead and look at those. Accessories-wise, the Nurse comes with 5 different sets of hands, a set of fist hands, a set of holding hands, and 3 different sets of various sort of grasping kind of hand positions and relaxed hands and things like that. Just lots of open palm kind of hands. And then you get a pipe and a knife for weaponry. You can make her hold both of them, or one of them, or whatever you want to. The pipe has a really nice sort of rusted-looking paint detail to it, and the knife has some blood on it, and other than that, it looks like a knife. And the Nurse also comes with the standard 3-jointed Figma arm with the extra little slightly curved piece that you can put on the top of it, or you can take that off and use the standard peg there. Plugs into her back, and you can use it to help her stand up, which she can actually stand up pretty well on her own, or make her hang upside down, or, fly around like she's prone to do, or whatever. I don't know. You can use it for whatever you want. It is a thing. That wraps it up for the Nurse and all of her accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, the Nurse comes in the pretty standard Figma packaging. Got the Figma logo, Silent Hill 2 logo, SP061. So that's the figure number, and SP is for special. I don't know what makes this figure special, but whatever. On the back, you get various poses for the figures, as well as some Japanese stuff that I cannot read. As always, these are good for in or out of package displays. So yeah, Bubblehead Nurse.
Alright, that wraps it up for the nurse. So until next time, goodbye.
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.